Hey guys, welcome to Feral Fairy. Today we are making the super cute frog hood. Like, are you kidding me? I'm obsessed. It asks for a 15, but we're using a 10. So when you're doing this, keep your stitches really loose. We're gonna start with a slip knot, which is an X in the back, over in the front, pull behind, and pull it through, tie. You are going to chain 11, like so. We are then doing a double crochet into the third from the hook. So not the one the hook's through, not this one, but in this one, yarn over, go through the chain, pull all 3 through, yarn over, pull 2, yarn over, pull 2. Now we are going to do 1 double crochet in each chain for the next 8. And now in this last top chain, you are going to do 4 double crochets. Turn to the side that we haven't done. We're just gonna do 1 double crochet all the way back down. Working all the way down to the bottom. Not the chain 2 doesn't count, so we have 2 more double crochets to go. Chain 2, turn your work. And that's what the end of round 1 looks like. For round 2, right into there, we are going to do a double crochet. And then in the next 8 chains, we are going to do 1 double crochet. And here, there's our 4 cluster. So in those top 4 stitches, we're going to do an increase in each one, which is just 2 double crochets in each. And our last one with an increase. And then we are going to do 9 double crochets back down. There's our 9th, chain 2, turn your work. It's starting to curve up, and that's totally fine. So for round 3, right into that first chain with a double crochet, and we are just doing 1 double crochet in every chain all the way around. Even at the top with the increases, we're no longer doing that, just 1 all the way. Chain 2, turn your work. And we are just gonna repeat that last row 1 more time, 1 double crochet in every chain all the way around, and I will come back when that is done. So this is what it looks like with the 2 more rows. Right from the end of that row, you're going to chain 10, make sure this is straight, and then right in on this other side, at the corner here, you're gonna go through and you're gonna slip stitch both. So that's now connected like that. You're then going to chain 2. Now again, there's my chain. We're working from the bottom. We did there, so right there, double crochet. So I like to go 1 in the big hole, 1 in this little hole, 1 in the big hole, 1 in the little hole. So in the next one, double crochet, in the small there, double crochet, and that's all we're doing all the way around. When we're at the chain part, I like to do it into the chain. If it's easier, you can go through. I like going in. It's also easier to keep track of how many there is to do. So we've come back to the beginning, done the last chain. We're gonna go into the top of the other side and slip stitch them closed. And this is what we are currently looking like. So try it on, make sure that you are happy with it. Chain 1 more, cut, pull this through and tie it tight. So we are going to start with a magic ring. If that scares you, you can just chain 4, slip stitch back to the first stitch and chain 1. And then you would just be working into that center. But if you want to master the magic ring, which I know you can, I like to hold it over my 3 fingers for more space. Create an X. Just like a slip knot, we're going under and we're pulling it through, but we're gonna twist it towards you. I like to hold that string and push it. And you're gonna go under that back X again, pull it through, and this is just creating a chain. Now remove your fingers. And then I just like to untwist that string out of the way, and there you go. Don't let this end string go, we need her. I like to hold here, and you're going to do 10 single crochets in the center. So go through, yarn so you have 2, and pull both. 9 more times. And then pull that string closed to make a circle. And then over on this top of the other side, sorry it's black, but not the first chain, the second chain, you're gonna slip stitch to the other side to make it a closed circle. And that is what the inner of the eye should look like. We're gonna change color, so you can do this however you want, but I just chain 1, cut it off, and pull it through and tighten. Now taking our white yarn, to attach, I just like to make a slip knot You can attach anywhere around the sides. I just go through a chain, grab the yarn, pull it through, but just enough to chain around so it is attached. Chain 2, and we are doing 2 double crochets into every chain. So this next chain right here, yarn over through, pull up 3, pull 2, pull 2. We need to increase, so that's 2 double crochets, so 1 more in the same hole. Pull 2, pull 2. In the next one here, another 2, all the way around, and it should be a total of 20. And there is our final chain. So you're going to do 2 double crochets into there, and then 1 double crochet into the chain with the chain 2 that we started. Slip stitch to the top of the double crochet on the other side. And we are done with this. So you are going to chain 1 and cut it off, pull it tight. Now put this aside, grab your bulky yarn and your size 8 hook. We are going to start with a slip knot. Chain 4, slip stitch back to that first chain, chain 1, and we have this circle. We are doing 10 single crochets again in the center. And then just slip stitch right there back to the other side. And this is what the second part of the eye looks like. It's okay that there's a hole because that's gonna be fixed. You're now gonna swap out your 8mm hook and get back your 6, and you're gonna wanna decide which is the front and back of your eye. And obviously one side looks a lot better than the other, so I just tuck all the strings in and then put it where I want it. So that's the goal. I like holding the green in front and the white that we're attaching behind. With your hook still on, you're just going to slip stitch through any chain around the eye. And that's all we're doing all the way around. Obviously there's a lot less chains on this one, so I like to go into every chain of the back and roughly every 2 of the front. But honestly, if you just like hold it flat like this and then go through, and whatever chain it goes through on the other side, and we're just slip stitching all the way around, creating this green edge and tucking in the strings as we go. I like to leave the last, like, I can't tell what that is, 2 or 3 open. You see how that's got like a flatter bottom? That'll be easier to attach. So once you're there, you're just going to chain 1 and leave this string long enough that we can weave it in and tie that off. Be careful with this yarn because it does snap. So obviously you are going to want to make 2, and then we will get on to attaching. So for my placement, and then kind of in the center on the second row, I find the middle double crochet and then the 2 on the outside. So these 3 are the in between our ears. So I've put very cheap stitch markers. So these are where our eyes are going to start. 3 double crochets in between on the second row. So to start it off, I just take my 6mm hook right into this hole. We're just going to pull this string all the way down. And then we are going to go from where we inserted here, 1, 2, 3 double crochets down that hole, pick this yarn up and go up. You're then going to find the other corner of this eye right here and pull that string through it. And then I go up this middle white part through there, pull it down. So that helps secure the front. So I'm gonna go through 1 more over of this side of the eye, down where we started, and grab the yarn, pull it up. So it looks like that. From the back at the bottom, we're going to go up the middle of the double crochets and just taking the green back and going through the back and then pulling the string down and be sewn on nicely. Obviously you want to make sure, but once it is, you're going to turn it inside out, and in a loop nearby, doesn't really matter, you're going to go through and pull it through, but leave a hole. So I like to hold it with my finger, take the end of that string and put it through, and then I like to hold it at the base so I can tie it at least 2 more times. You just want to make sure that it is secure, as this is what is holding on the eye. And there we have our one eye. Obviously you are going to want to sew and do the exact same thing with the other one, and then all we have left to do is the details and trim. So for the trim, you can really use whatever yarn you want. I always do love to add a fur, which I will show what that looks like. Or you could just stick with the yarn you've been doing if you want a more cohesive look. Taking our 10mm again, doing the exact same attaching method of making a slip knot. So we are doing a trim around the hole and the bottom, and it's going to be the exact same for both. You can just attach wherever you want through both chains. Grab the chain, grab your loop on the hook, pull it through, chain one to attach it. So now into the next one, we are just going to do a single crochet and one single crochet in every chain all the way around until we meet back. I have one more chain to do. Slip stitch back to the first one, chain one, cut it off, pull it through, and you can weave that in. So you can see that has way better shape now, turning to the bottom, and it is going to be the exact same thing. Attach your string with a chain one, and then do one single crochet in every chain all the way around the bottom. And just like that, our hood is all done. I hope this was an easy, fun tutorial. Let's try it on.